way. I've had to do it the hard way. I got to my position to be mandatory challenger for the world title. I went to America and won it, and I still get no respect.
Do you want him to acknowledge your achievements? Is that what you want?
I just want that acknowledgement, that respect.
I respect that.
You're just saying it these days.
I respect that. I respect that. Look, you won a world title. You went to America. You fought there. Well done.
I want you to look at me and understand that I'm going to be over with you when you're out cold. You.
Okay.
You're getting knocked out. You know what it's like to be knocked spark out, don't you? It's going to happen again.
You're giving ground. Why is he the A-side? What's in your head?
He lost the fight. I told you. He's already lost the fight.
He loves it.
He's already lost the fight.
I'll give him his due. He's got a bigger profile than me. That's the only reason. That's why.
Better fighter as well.
You're not the better fighter.
Better fighter, beat better people.
You're not a better.
To be honest with you, on a serious note, let's go on to the side. I think we both were in the same position now, aren't we? We both were probably both of us. To be honest with you, might not be the best at taking the best shots, which is the honest truth. I'm speaking openly. Like yourself as well, same.
What's good, family? Shout out to my doggy Clinton Baptiste for sending in them coins and boosting up your man the YB's dire coin situation, no doubt. So, we just heard there from Kell, hashtag Team Lightskin Brook, and Amir, Queen Khan. And I can't lie to you, man, whilst Kell Brook is certainly representing Team Lightskin, I'm going to be honest with you. This gloves are off. In fact, off the jump, what I will say is, this gloves are off was fire. Yeah? Anthony Johnston needs to sit down and find some of the passion that Kell Brook, and to be fair, and Amir Khan showed, but particularly Kell Brook showed in this gloves are off. However, the overall vibe was full of energy, but I've felt this already. I said, when this fight was announced, I haven't felt, my Johnson hasn't tingled like this in a long while, to be quite frank. Bottom line, even though these two fighters are old, in terms of the rawness of it, there's nothing like this. I can't remember the last time it's been this tingling. Obviously, I would like for these two to be in their primes, but it's not the case. And this shows you, just quickly on a tangent, this shows you actually what we're missing with Dillian the Chilean Shite. All you Dillian Chilean Shite fans saying, oh no, I'm Dillian's man fan, and I like it that he's quiet. This is what we're missing, by the way. Oops. Yeah? So you man chilling, we're missing all of this energy and all of this build-up, just so you man can be cringy, awkward man fans. Yeah? But anyway, back to this event. Let's discuss two men who actually want to show up and put their bid in for the fans. Kell Brook and Amir Khan. So I respect both of these men, not playing no funny games. Kell Brook could probably say, oh, I'm only getting 40% because Amir Khan's the A side, so I'm going to be a side man and not say anything. Goofy ass, yeah? No, Kell Brook's happy to get his get back. Or Kell Brook's happy to get in there and get what he believes is his. Oops. Chilean Shite. Oh, I'm a man. Oh, my name's Chilean and I'm only getting paid $10 million for half an hour's work. I want more, you big goofy. But anyway, again, back to Kell Brook and Amir Khan, two solid individuals who are about to get it. Now, like I said, the overall energy, 10 out of 10. I can't remember the last time I felt this inspired to watch a fight. In terms of the two, you can't see how either one of these individuals can lose this fight, if that makes sense. Meaning that I can't see how Kell Brook can go into the ring and not win this fight for himself. Equally, and that's what makes fights entertaining, when two men, when the fans can't tell, I can't see either one of these men wanting to live it down. For years, the reason I believed Amir Khan, I don't care what no one says, Kell Brook wanted this fight 5 years ago. But the reason I believe Amir Khan didn't want the fight was because he didn't want to be beat by someone from the UK, especially Kell, after all them years. So the fact Amir Khan signed and allegedly turning up to this fight shows you that, well, it means that either way, who can afford to lose it? Now, obviously, I believe Amir Khan thinks his chances have increased exponentially. Honestly, if Terence Crawford hadn't knocked Kell Brook out with a jab, I'm not sure this fight would be happening. And in fact, Amir Khan almost admits as much, given the amount of time he's spent talking about Kell Brook's chin. Notice, years ago, you never hear Amir Khan mention Kell Brook's chin. Now it's a top topic. Now at the press conference, Amir Khan saying, "Oh look, you got knocked out by a jab." Now in this gloves are off, he's saying, "Oh Kell, your chin is like mine now," which shows you how much this played on Amir Khan's mind. He didn't want to go in there, or he's happy, or it's a key. It shows, in my opinion, it's a key deciding factor which made Amir Khan sign. If Amir Khan, all them years, when Amir Khan knew Kell Brook had the chin advantage, he weren't interested. Now, Amir Khan admits that, we've both got similar chins now. Now he wants to rumble. I guess you could argue, well, it's a fair fight now. Yeah, because Amir Khan was genetically compromised. Oops, that's a fact. He is. He knows that, to be fair to him. And one thing I will say about Khan, I'll give him credit, because guess what? Whilst he is genetically compromised in the whiskers department, I give him credit because he never ducked a fight, apart from the Kell Brook fight. But either way, he's never ducked a fight, and he's never also let him hold it back. He's never let hold him back. In comparison, look at someone like Anthony Johnston. Anthony Johnston, even though many critics say he's chinny, he's not chinny. Chinny is when you get clipped and you go flat on your back, and/or you go spark out. AJ ain't chinny, however. AJ's even worse. AJ's a coward. Because Amir Khan may be chinny, but you can't help that. Yeah, we can all laugh at Amir Khan, but to his credit, he's always gone in there with the best, and he's always fought with his heart on his sleeve. For the most part of his career. Yeah, in the peak of Amir Khan's career, even though he was limited around the whiskers, he'd always go in there and fight as if he wasn't. That's a true warrior. Yeah, I'm chinny, but I'm going to fight as if I've got a rock granite chin. AJ he's got an average chin probably, and he fight like, I'm flapping. Listen, Anthony Johnston has the psychology of an Amir Khan chin. Yeah, he fights like his chin's wafer thin. And it's embarrassing. So I do give Amir Khan full credit for that. Now, anyway, back to this Khan versus Brook, gloves are off. I started this video off about to say that this can be viewed one of two ways. Now, the one of two ways you can view this is either A, Kell Brook's clearly not rattled. Rattled is normally perceived negative, i.e. he's rattled and he's going to bubble over and just lose control. That is one of the, and that is, I'm sorry, but that is one of the arguments. Who's the most chilled here? Who's the most in control? It would be perceived to be Amir Khan. Kell looks rattled, and that's the point here. This is going to go one of two ways. I'm not sure. Now, the one side of things can be that, Kell Brook's rattled, and that means he's going to get beat. I tend to lean the other way, though. I tend to lean on the way of Kell Brook's rattled and he coming to do some serious damage. For example, look at Anthony Yarde. When Anthony Yarde fought Queen Arthur, he was rattled. He turned up. And I actually don't think this is really a fight where recklessness is going to hurt so much, in my opinion. It's not like Amir Khan's a massive one-puncher who's going to put you out. But then again, Amir Khan is right. Kell Brook has been put out by a jab, but that jab was from Terence Crawford. Can Amir Khan punch like Terence Crawford? I don't believe so. And to be honest, Amir Khan himself got stopped by Crawford. Oops. So they're all in the same boat. And to be fair to Amir Khan, he has admitted as much. He hasn't tried to make out his whiskers are superior to Kell Brook's, but still, listen. A lot of the debate around this gloves are off is that Kell Brook's rattled and he's fully on it and emotional, and I can't lie, the optics weren't great for Kell Brook. If I was marking this Kell Brook probably lost it. He made way too many concessions. He admitted that Khan was the A side. He's got a bigger profile and whatnot. He also admitted that he needed and almost craved Khan's respect. It almost looked like it really hurt Brook. Oh, you never respected me. And it's the thing, this actually goes away, I believe, in showing how vulnerable some of these boxers are. And I've heard journalists over the years talk about this. Journalists have said that, listen, the reason I can't give a comment on who I think will win a fight is because if one of these fighters hears that they like, or if one of these fighters hear our opinion, they'll never do an interview with us. It shows you how, me personally, if you think someone else can win, good for you. Yeah, and when I smoke the guy, I'll tell you I smoked him. Oops. Yeah, or I'll tell you best put your coins up and show me how much you think he can win. Otherwise, you're just woofing. Do you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'd keep it banterful because I believe everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But a lot of these guys, as Kell Brook has shown here to some extent, they're almost begging for. They want everyone to believe they're the greatest. Maybe that's something that gives them the confidence to go into the ring. I don't know, or gives them the mindset to go into. I'm not sure, but it is an odd look. Your arch nemesis. Why do you need respect from your arch nemesis? Me personally, if I was Kell Brook, I'd have told him, listen, I couldn't give an F. I'd say, listen, Johnny, I couldn't give an F whether he respects me. Yeah, he gonna respect me when I'm hanging at the back of him. Oops, 100%. Yeah, we'll see how much Amir Khan gonna respect me when I'm topping him. Yeah, one of them ones. We'll see how much he respected me when his jaw open, chewing on a pillow somewhere. 100%. Because when that booty to the north and his head's to the south, he gonna be respecting. That's what he gonna be doing. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'll be saying. I wouldn't be saying, you need to respect me and please show me some respect. It's a bit weird. And someone in the comments actually said that, this looked like Kell Brook was looking for his father's. I'm not sure what you'd call it. Yeah, but that's the bottom line. It did look like it was a father-son. Imagine a son was abandoned by his father 20 years ago. That's what it felt like to me. Oh, Dad, where have you been all my life? Why did you leave for? You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have thought this was two rival boxers. And that, for me, was a bit too over the top from Kell Brook's point of view. Why is he so emotional? Again, I like Anthony Yarde's emotion when he was going in there with Arthur. But it wasn't too much. This Kell Brook thing, this felt a little bit too much. He made a little bit too much of a concession, saying, yeah, Khan's the A-side and I want his respect. For example, Anthony Yarde never admitted Arthur was the A-side. Anthony Yarde never admitted he want respect from. In fact, I think Yarde may have even said, why do I need respect from this guy for? He gonna be, yeah, this guy gonna be this guy is fixing to be my bottom. Yeah? Tops don't need to respect bottoms. That's what you don't need to do. You gonna learn to respect. Kell Brook should have said, and this is the problem you see, a lot of these guys, they hire these big managers and these big advisors. Listen, you need to hire the YB. I'd have told Kell, go in there and tell this guy, he can learn to respect. If I was Kell, I'd have sat there and said, listen, Johnny, this guy, whether this guy has or hasn't respected me for the last 20 years is irrelevant. Because what we do know, he gonna be respecting. Yeah? He gonna get it long from the back. He getting the long one from the back. That's what he gonna get. Yeah? All them, every single stroke, I'm gonna give him plenty of time on each stroke to think about and reflect on the amount of respect he ain't been given. 100%. That's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what he's gonna be doing. Yeah? Instead, Kell went down it almost looked like he emotionally broke. Oh, it's almost like he just I need you, Amir. I need you, I can't take it no more. This is a bit weird for me. Don't know, it weren't a great look, but from one team Lighty Donny to another team Lighty Donny, I'm hoping this just shows you how pent up. Maybe, to some extent, it could be that Kell was just overboiled. Yeah? And maybe that Anthony Yardeness over the years has just got so intense it's turned into something else. Do you get what I'm saying? I think at one point, Kell Brook was just ruthless, but I think the emotions have got so deep-rooted, it's almost developed into a father-son thing. Maybe the wires have got twisted, because don't forget, this saga's been going on for 10 years. I mean, 10 years really is enough to be a father-son relationship, innit? Let's be real now. Yeah? But I'm just hoping... Well, to be honest, I don't think it makes a difference. Because what's the worst... Let's think about this objectively. What's the worst that happens? Okay, Kell Brook goes in there, he's emotional. It's a fight. So what? Okay, he goes in there, he's a bit sloppy. Well, Kell Brook's already said, do you want to have a war? I want to have a war. So as long as you know that, there's no real downside. And to be honest, having seen what I've seen, i.e. look at Anthony Johnston and Usyk kissing and hugging, I'd much rather be training someone like Kell Brook for a fight than Anthony Johnston, who wants to take photos and who doesn't want any bad blood. Yeah? Do you guys want to know the reason they stopped doing? For years, Sky would always do fighters head to head. They actually stopped doing the head to heads with AJ in different opposition because they were too boring. Who wants to see AJ sucking off Usyk for 20 minutes? I don't. Yeah? So given the choice between training someone like Kell, who might have been a bit overboiled, I'm taking that every day of the week, than taking someone like Anthony Johnston, who's soft and who's moist and who can't find a way to get up for it. Because especially in this kind of fight where it's not like you need a whole load of technique. Kell's got his technique. These men here are at the end of their career. What's important, I believe, at the end of your career is finding motivation. When you're coming up, you've got the motivation. Most of the time, what we see that's lacking in these older fighters is that ruthlessness, is that motivation. Yeah? So, on that basis, I don't think it's really going to hurt Kell. I think, if anything, let's say Kell gets put down in the first round. That overboiling emotion is what's going to gets him up. I guess there could be an argument. Well, YB, maybe it's going to get him chinned because he's going to go wild. No, Kell's too schooled to go that wild. Kell ain't going to go in there and start swinging left and right out of nowhere. I don't believe. And even if he did, which he won't, but even if he did, the great thing about this fight is both men's chins are suspect. I'm still backing Kell to win. Team Lighty all the way, but both men's chins are suspect, which means that even if you do go hell for leather, there's no telling. There's serious odds. If Kell Brook went in there, for 3 minutes and just went wild, there's good odds he's going to clip Khan and he's going to win the fight. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like you can say, well, YB, he's going in there with Terence Crawford. If he goes too reckless and gets clipped with a jab again, you know what I'm saying? It's not one of them ones. So yeah, anyway, before I finish, I do want to go over some of the other things that Kell said that I did like. Kell also says that he sits Khan down and says, listen, Khan, I want you to know I'm going to stand over you when I knocked you out. Yeah, that tickled me. That turned the YB on. I love hearing that. Tell me some more about that. 100%. Yeah. When I knock you out, I want listen, Khan. I want you to know when I knocked you out, I'm gonna stand over you. I'm gonna teabag you from the top, 100%. Yeah, I'm gonna stand right over you. When your mouth wide open, I'm gonna dip. Yeah, I'm gonna lightly dip in. Quick teabag, 100%. That's what he said to him, and I rate that. And that's where I think this is going. This ain't gonna be one of them ones. Oh, he too emotional. No, Kell Brook on this thing. He big thirsty. He what we call rock hard for this. Seriously. Think of all the fights you've seen, yeah? Tell me a fight you've seen with someone as rock hard for this fight as Kell Brook is. I'm sorry. This really feels... I'd even put this above Mayweather and Ricky Hatton, to be honest with you. I really would. This is the rock hard of rock hardest.